If you're looking for a super flawless makeup base that's gonna make you look like your face has been airbrushed, I need you to keep watching. So I've already done my brows off camera just to save some time, and I've gone in with my La Roche-Posay matte moisturizer. This is the combo that I've been using lately for my makeup base, and when I tell you flawless, flawless. Next, I'm going in with the One Size. This is the Oil Sucker, what is it, Extreme Mattifying Primer. Now this one, you need to give it a few minutes for it to, you know, dry down and mattify. It says to, you know, when you apply it, to remain expressionless for 3 minutes. So I'm not gonna do that on camera because who wants to see that? So I will apply this and then I will come back. So first up, I always color correct because unfortunately, your girl has some dark circles, and guess what? They're here to stay. So any little dark spots or hyperpigmentation, I'm gonna go in and color correct. Now I don't put color corrector all the way underneath the eye, just where there is darkness, and I'm using the Bobbi Brown color corrector stick in the shade Very Deep Bisque. I'm just gonna go in. And I find that lately, like I said, I've been using this combination, and when I tell you my makeup, not only is it lasting forever, and I'm an oily girl, it keeps me super matte, but my makeup looks, like I said, it looks airbrushed. Airbrushed. So we're just gonna blend that out. I'm using a short, dense, fluffy concealer brush. So next up is foundation. I forgot how good this foundation was. It's the Thread Beauty Face It Complexion Stick. When I tell you, if you haven't tried this foundation stick, I need you to run and go grab it immediately. Super lightweight, feels like you don't have anything on your face. And when I say the color match is like spot on. Now I like to match my foundation to my chest. So you'll see it looks a little bit darker, but once I blend it out, you're gonna say, where'd that foundation go? And I am a brush girl. When I blend out my foundation, I don't like a puff or like a, you know, what do you call it? Like a beauty blender. I've always been a brush girly when it comes to my foundation. Like, do y'all see that? This is literally like my skin, but better. And it's only $8. Can't beat that. Tell me where you find a foundation, where you can find a foundation that this good and looks this good and it's only $8. You can't. So I'm just gonna blend that out. I like to brush it, you know, into my hairline. I also like to brush it into my ears and down. Already, look, makeup looking fabulous. Next up, of course, is our contour and concealer. I'm using the Merit Beauty contour stick. Just gonna do a little bit there. And then I'm also just gonna go in down the bridge of the nose. And then I just do the tip, just a little tiny bit. And then I'll take my brush and just do the insides. Just a little tiny bit, nothing too much. I love this contour, the shade of this contour, because it's a nice, cool undertone. So it gives you like a very subtle, you know, sculpt. Because I don't like a super snatchity snatched contour anyway. It's not my thing. And just buff that out. And now it's time to conceal. So again, grabbing my Naked Quickie from Urban Decay. And just going in and highlighting. Also do on the sides right here, and then a little bit on the forehead. Not in the forehead, but in between, you know, my eyes. I also like to let my concealer dry down some before I blend it out. And my blender of choice when I'm blending out my concealer is always the Real Techniques setting brush. Nothing blends out my concealer, in my opinion, like this brush right here. Do y'all see that? Look at that. Tell me that don't look airbrushed, right? Blend it out in between, down the nose. And sometimes when I do this down the nose, I will lose a little bit of that contour, but no big deal, because guess what? We can always go right back in. And always look up when you're blending out your concealer. Make sure it doesn't get any creases or fine lines, because in our 40s, we do have them. Do y'all see, like, look at the, like, do y'all see this already? And I haven't, guys, look at my face. I haven't even put no powder on yet or no setting spray. Like, gorgeous. Now I'm gonna go in with my blush, which I've been using the Bobbi Brown Pot Rouge in the shade Blushed Rose. It gives a nice little like hints of glow, just a little tiny something. And also because I have a smoky eye, I like to keep my blush, you know, simple. I don't want to go too crazy because the smoky eye is the star of the show. This blush right here, this formula also is really, don't get me wrong, it looks very hydrating and dewy right now, but once we set it with, you know, our powder and setting spray, it'll tone down the shine on that a lot because like I said, I am an oily girly, so I do not like a lot of shine. I don't like a lot of, you know, shiny, satiny finishes in with my makeup. Now I'm going in with the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. Now this is my favorite setting powder. And when I set my face, I don't use a powder that is the same color as my skin tone. It's just a personal preference. I only use a translucent powder. So always tap off the excess because you don't want to look like a powdered donut. Otherwise, you will. So I go in and set my under eye first, and then I'll go in and start to go around and do the rest of my face. We're just setting the entire face with our setting powder. And then I also go in one more time with setting powder after I've done, you know, my setting spray, etc. So already, guys, look at the finish, right? You see the finish? The skin looks flawless, right? So now I'm gonna go in, I'm actually gonna do my setting spray now, and then I'll do my lashes and finish the rest of my face. I didn't even tell you what it was, sorry. I went in with the All Nighter from Urban Decay, and then I followed that up with the On Till Dawn from One Size. Whew. Jesus. I tell people all the time, if your face don't look like this when you're setting it, you ain't using enough spray. So my setting spray has dried down some more. So now I'm just going in again, like I said, with another layer of powder just to make sure that everything is really nice and set, and more importantly, nice and matte, because like I said, I am an oily girly. I also popped on my lashes off camera, but I just want to give you guys a close-up. Like, do you see the skin? Do you see the base? I know you see it. Gorgeous, right? Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So if you guys like this video, which I hope you did, make sure you hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.